U.S. and Afghan forces repelled a rare frontal assault by up to 75 Taliban fighters on a coalition base in southern Afghanistan. More than 20 of the militants reportedly were killed. In the aftermath of the Camp David summit meeting between President Bush and the Afghan President Hamid Karzai, we want to talk right now with Afghanistan's ambassador to the U.S. about the importance of this relationship right now and where things stand. And joining me from Washington right now is Jawad, the ambassador of Afghanistan to the United States. Mr. Ambassador, it's good of you to join us. First of all, give me a sense of what you believe was accomplished by these meetings at Camp David.
The relaxed environment of Camp David provided a good opportunity for President Karzai and President Bush to look back and see how far we have come in the past 5.5 years and how to use some of the additional funds that the U.S. is making available to Afghanistan in a more effective way, and also discuss the current security challenges that we are facing in Afghanistan.
Well, the security challenges certainly were amplified by what appears to have been a failed attack, but nonetheless, the fact that the Taliban can put together 75 fighters and go straight on after a coalition base indicates to some that they are still constituted as a much stronger military force than some would like to believe. How strong is the Taliban right now, and what does this attack that was repelled tell you about their strength?
They have done similar attacks in the past, but fortunately, in most cases, they have lost in very large number. What they are trying to accomplish in Afghanistan is more of hostage-taking, terrorist attack, roadside bombing, suicide bombing, and similar activities. They have completely failed when they confront our security forces or the forces of the international community in Afghanistan.
Talk to me about one of the things that came out of this meeting at Camp David was an apparent dispute over the role that Iran is playing or may be playing in regards to the situation in Afghanistan. President Karzai was quoted as describing the Iranians as helpers, and Mr. Bush was making it clear that the U.S. did not view Iran to be helping the situation in Afghanistan. What do you make of that?
We are a strategic partner of the United States. Our relation with the United States is the most fundamental, the most important pillar of our foreign policy. Yet we live in a difficult part of the world where our neighbors are pursuing ever-changing policies, fluid policies, and supporting different groups. We have been able to engage Iran in a positive way in the past 5.5 years. We would like to continue Iran to play a positive role in Afghanistan.
Mr. Ambassador, how are they helping? Be specific, please. How is Iran helping in the situation? How is Iran helping you and the Afghan government?
The Iranian government is helping Afghanistan by providing educational opportunities to Afghan children. They are building roads, and also the Iranian private sector is playing an important role in the reconstruction process. But that now we receive also reports of some certain groups in Iran being having contact with the spoilers, with the Taliban and others, and we are looking very carefully into these reports. We are concerned, but we would rather continue our positive engagement with Iran.
Do you believe that the Iranians are giving support to your enemies, as well as with one hand helping and with the other hand plotting?
When dual policies are pursued by countries in our part of the world, and there are different sources of decision in Iran, that's why we are looking into these reports more carefully to see who is helping them if these reports are true.
Who would you think? Would it be some of Iran's elite forces, perhaps, as the United States has accused them of doing in Iraq, trying to foment the same kind of trouble in your country?
We don't have the information at this time, but there are other elements also in Iran that would not like to see stability in Afghanistan, including drug traffickers and smugglers and others.
The role of Pakistan. Is Pakistan doing as much as it can to control al-Qaeda forces and to control whatever Taliban may be moving back and forth across the frontier?
Pakistan is playing a constructive role lately. We very much welcome the positive role that Pakistan has taken. We are looking forward very much to a grand convention of the people of Afghanistan and Pakistan.
Mr. Ambassador, let me interrupt you for a minute. When you say, well, you said lately, what are they doing differently now that they weren't doing before?
Well, I think some of the development, including the Red Mosque and others, development in the North Waziristan, have proved that we were right when we were saying that supporting extremism is dangerous for the region, for Afghanistan, for Pakistan, and for global security. So we see a very positive movement in Pakistan toward curtailing the extremist group and cutting the financial and military support for the militants in Afghanistan.
Mr. Ambassador, I'm going to ask you to stay there. You've been kind enough to give us some extra time, and we're going to take advantage of that. Let our viewers know we're going to take a break right